So, y'all, I just got back from doing my show in Houston, Texas, and I got to give y'all a story time. But because this was by far the worst experience I've ever had as a stand up comedian at a club with a club owner, manager. I don't know what he is. Al at All Jokes Aside Comedy Lounge in Houston, Texas. Baby, you need to do better. And I usually don't make videos like this because I'm very unproblematic. I come, I do what I gotta do. We have fun, and I go home. But this right here deserved a video. So from the very beginning, I have never had to deal with anything like this in my life. This guy tells me that he is putting two people on my show. Mind y'all, I walk around with my own host and my own opener. Okay, I got my two guys. We go around. This is what we do. This man says, "Oh well, I have a host, and I have another guy that I want to add on to your show." Immediately, I call my agent, and I'm like, "Yo, this is what's going on. I don't really want to do this. What's up?" So my agent, he wasn't able to be there physically, but he was on the phone. So he was like, "All right, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to let him just put one of the guys on and just let that guy do 5 minutes." So I'm like, "Okay, you know what, whatever." Him and my agent came to an agreement about that. He still forces this other guy to go on stage and do a set. So two people still ended up getting on besides the two people I brought with me. Mind you, not to talk bad about any comedian, but baby, they were just not my cup of tea for the people that I would have on my show. One of the guys, as you can see right here, is getting naked on stage. He is stripping. Okay, no disrespect to your set, brother. If this is what you do, more power to you, but not on my show. And I am backstage livid. I am upset. I just want to run out there and just stop the entire show. But I woosah'd and I had to pray. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to let the enemy play with me. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do this show. That wasn't even the end of it. So I get on stage. My mic keeps cutting on and off. Everybody's mic, there were two mics. They were both horrible. The guys were doing their sets and we're just pushing through. We're professionals. They're pushing through. I get out there. Every second, my mic was stopping. I couldn't even deliver my jokes properly. Like, I'm getting frustrated, but I pushed through my set, and I pushed through as much as I could or whatever. So after the show, when it's time for me to get paid, my check doesn't look right. The numbers are not adding up. Clearly, I'm going to put the clip up. This is a packed house. Clearly, this is a sold out show. Okay. Mind you, we were getting updates from him with where the numbers were when we got to the club. And it was, adding up. Why, when I get to the office, you're telling me a completely different number than what you already told us were the ticket sales? And tickets were selling at the door. Nigga, I watched you. I saw you see you selling tickets at the door. This guy looks at me in my face and tells me no tickets sold at the door. So then I call my agent, and my agent is a beast. My agent don't play that. One of the best in the game. Hello? So my agent gets on the phone and he's like going in. Like, no, she's not leaving until she gets what she made. Like, no, you're not about to try her. So this guy goes, "Oh, the computer, I gotta reboot the computer. This is why I'm not seeing the ticket sales." Boom. He reboots the computer. He's just walking up and down the entire time. I'm gonna post clips of me just waiting. Like, literally, my show was done. I was there for about 45 minutes, close to an hour, waiting for this situation to be fixed, waiting to get paid before I walked out of there. Okay, he keeps walking up and down. He knows he's so wrong, and he's so embarrassed that he cannot even look at me in my face. Like, he cannot even look at me in my face. He's looking down the entire time. This is the first time that I have ever done a comedy show where I had to get paid with 3 different payment methods. I'm talking about when my agent started applying that pressure, he had to pull that money out from somewhere. So I get a Zelle, I get cash, and I get a check. I deposited the check as soon as I get home. I don't even know if the check is going to clear. At this point, I am just tired and I am disappointed in this man because I've waited to do Texas for so long. I didn't get to do it last year, and I was so excited about doing this. And the crazy thing about it is when I posted that I was doing that, a lot of my followers did reach out to me like, yo, have you not seen the other videos of other comedians complaining about this guy? And they put up another really famous comedian. I'm going to put him up right here, that was complaining about not getting paid and his experience that he had there. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to believe that that's not going to be my experience. We had already sold so many tickets, and my agent wanted to pull out of the deal, but I was just like, you know, I want to go out there, and I have family. You know, my brother and sister live up here, so it was very good to see them. That was definitely one of the best parts of being out here, was seeing them and spending time with them. But I had been warned, and I walked straight into the fire, and baby, it was horrible. The condition of the club was crazy. And you know, I want to give him grace, because as a business owner, I understand. I'm a business owner myself. I have had several business locations. I understand that sometimes things don't go, you know, like you planned, or you may just be having, but it was horrible. It was horrible. And I'm talking about, this is the first time I've ever done a comedy show as the headliner, that I didn't even get asked if I was hungry. Nobody, there were no servers coming to ask us what we wanted to eat. No one took our orders. They gave us water. There was water already in the green room when we got there. I can give them that. But we didn't get offered any drinks. We didn't get offered anything. And I'm in shock. I'm mixes Iceman in my heart. But I'm so glad, and I'm so blessed, and I am so humbled that God gave me fans and supporters. I don't even like saying fans, but supporters that really come to support the gift that God put in me. So despite of everything that was going on behind the scenes, everyone in the crowd still had an amazing time. I'm gonna put some clips up. You know, we pushed through. And, you know, when I was doing my meet and greets, I was asking them questions. That's not even it. I didn't even tell y'all the best part. So the website says that the doors were supposed to open at 7 p.m. and that the show was supposed to start at 8. So, of course, naturally, people show up at the door. They was not letting people in. Mind y'all, it's raining. They was not letting people in. I feel so bad, because this is my name. But I want y'all to know that this had nothing to do with me. This was completely, all jokes aside, and their management and their owner, or whatever that guy is. But they were not letting people in. Doors were supposed to open at 7. This was stated on the site. So I'm advocating, and I'm like, yo, the doors are supposed to be open. Oh no, we're not letting people in until 7:30. I'm like, well, that's false advertisement. Like, so naturally people start going off in the line. I would go off too. And some people are even asking for a refund. And I'm like, I tell y'all no lie, them people probably didn't make it inside until like 8 o'clock. Doors supposed to open at 7. Houston, Texas. So my experience with All Jokes Aside Comedy Club was a 0 out of 10. 0 across the board. Will not be doing it again. Next time I do Houston, I will be at another club, and I look forward to seeing all of you. And it's gonna still be an amazing show, and it's gonna be an amazing experience from start to finish. So thank you, Texas, for showing up anyway, for enjoying yourselves, and for laughing with me. I'll be back at another club.